Hi, welcome to Once Upon a Surgery. I'm the host, Kerry Berlet. I'm here to bring you real stories, real transformations, real patient journeys to plastic surgery. We're here to spill the tea. All right, so I'm here with Leilan, and I've known Leilan for years, but I got a call one night from Leilan, and I know that you own a med spa, and something happened, and you needed, Dr. Berlet. And so I knew that meant there was some kind of an emergency, but you were very calm about it. And
Yes.
I want to hear that story of what happened and why you thought you should call Dr. Berlet.
Okay, so as you say, my name is Leilan Singh. I own a med spa, right?
Uh-huh.
And the way I look is very important for us every day because people
And you're
don't...
gorgeous. Yeah.
Thank you. People don't do what you tell them to do. People do what you do.
Right.
So for me, it's very important to always look presentable for my customer. And I'm accustomed already for a couple of years to transfer fat. Like I learned like years ago, I think it was 15 years ago, the first time I done it, that when you transfer your own fat into your face, you're kind of creating, activating your own growth factors.
Exactly.
Like you create your own rejuvenation, you use your own body, right? And
I've done it too, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, no matter how much Botox and fillers we do in people every day, all the time, we always looking for something else besides that. Like, come on, let's be honest.
Right.
Nothing in this world will replace Botox, right?
Yes.
But
Yes.
we always looking for something that brings those memories from years ago.
Right.
So,
right. To bring us back. Yes.
Yes, to bring us back. So after 3 kids, to make sure my face looks neat, make sure my body looks perfect, here and there, I always go under the knife.
Right.
Like I cannot lie about it. I do that.
Yes.
I do all the treatments. I do everything that we
Me
offer.
too, right?
And then I go under the knife too.
Yes.
It's not a miracle.
Yes, right?
Yes. And
we practice what we preach, right?
Yes. And this time, I call one of my colleagues and I say, "Hey, Dr. Troy, this is time again for me to do that. I feel like my face needs something under my eye." And he say like, "Sure, whenever you want." And he done it before.
Right.
And this time, I don't know what happened, but my body didn't talk well.
Okay.
It was lumps after the fat transfer, and I was under tirzepatide, the injection to lose weight. So we don't know if that happened.
Maybe that caused an adverse effect.
Yes, and again, we know each other, right?
Yes.
So Dr. Berlet is a friend of the family.
Yes.
Also, Dr. Troy, I call him back. He say like, "You know what?" I say, "I feel like we should go to Dr. Berlet." He say like, "I think we will go to Dr. Berlet." Because when it comes to face, he's the best in the country.
Right. Yes.
That's what Troy told me, and I'm like, okay, I'm glad that you're thinking like that because I don't know, like I need to do something about it. So that's when I call you.
Yes.
And I say, "You know what? I am not gonna do consultation with nobody else. I need Dr. Berlet to see me."
Amazing.
And I was surprised because when he saw me, all I thought I need to do was like under my eye, fixes something that was like not properly done, or we don't know what happened, right?
Right.
But he looks at me and say, "Oh yeah, we can do something. You also have ptosis." When he told me that, I'm like, what do you say to me? I have ptosis. And he say like, "You have ptosis, like the measurements in the corner of your eye, it's not perfect." And I'm like, "Oh my God, what can we do to fix that?" He say like, "Oh no, we can do this and we can do that." And I couldn't hear anything else. I stopped when he told me I had ptosis. Right. And whatever he said to me, it didn't register. I just told him, "Can you fix it?"
Right. And you're so brave, and I was like, "Oh my gosh," because you were so beautiful, whatever the issue was. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh,
noticed that I had ptosis."
Right.
And he say like, "No, we need to do something to fix it. You're gonna look great. You're very beautiful." And then I think he felt like I feel uncomfortable, but I was not uncomfortable. I was in shock.
Right. Right.
So we made the decision to do 3 procedures. That was like under eye, removing the fat, do some laser, and then cut the corners, lift up a little bit, and also cut a little bit the eyelids.
Wow.
I'm like, okay.
And you were just up for it, like you just full trust in the Dr. Berlet. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. And then the fat, so what he did, he basically, after that, the mess up where it gave the lumps, he had to cut that out first.
Oh, he did, yeah. He cut it. He cut it here. But you can't see it. Like, look. Can you see?
No, I was just looking. Your eyes look absolutely amazing. I mean, they were always beautiful, but now, like, I mean, I felt that was so bold because I'm like, when I heard, I'm like, no, but Leila's so beautiful. I was like so worried. but I mean, again, like, because then when he said it, you're like, oh, because he talked about you had sad eyes or whatever, and then now, it's just this minor little, it's tweak, but you can really, I can see the difference.
Yeah.
But,
and I think like when you're looking for somebody, right? I work in this field.
Yes.
When people looking for us, that means like we build up a name, we build up a trust.
Right.
It doesn't mean that we're the best of the world, but people trust us. And I think with Dr. Berlet it's the same thing, is the trust that he built over the years with people, his career and everything that he offered and all the nomination that he got through the years.
Yes.
It brings him in a point that he doesn't have to have nobody nervous under his knife.
Right.
I was completely relaxed.
Wow.
They give me Valium.
Right.
I was fine.
He, by the way, like I would not expect, he said you were such a badass. Like you didn't even like flinch. He was like, you were like nothing, like you just took it like anything. Like you just don't feel pain. Like I don't know, like do you have a superpower? Like, it was
I took the medication.
And I saw the one picture, because the heart, I think like when they're injecting like in your eyes, that's the most painful part. And you just like didn't even flinch.
I guess I'm accustomed, I don't know, but I will tell you something very interesting I noticed, like when I went through basically the consultation at the office, right? Because I remember talking to him in his kitchen.
Yes.
And then
I know, I was there. And then he was mentioning the other stuff and I was like, no, wait, I'm worried.
So, I did like regular patient. I went through my appointment and I did a consultation with him. And what surprises me, like I'm Brazilian.
Yes.
And our country, I think, is now the second one in beauty.
Yeah,
in the whole
a lot of
world,
people
right?
go there.
People go there for that stuff.
Yes.
So the way doctors behave in there is like a little bit different than here.
Oh, really?
But I felt like I was home.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Okay.
like the precision, the way they took it, like all the vitamins and all the like stuff that you have to prepare yourself before the seizure is very important.
Yes.
And I don't think every doctor in America knows that.
Right, they don't.
I don't know if it's because Dr. Berlet is also involved like in longevity,
right.
train that is going on right now, right?
He's obsessed with supplements, yeah.
Yeah.
And he really believes in it.
He believes in like prevention, right? Like he believes on that. And that's something that I believe it too.
Yes.
So everything that they told me to take it, I took it. And I remember getting out of there with a bag full of vitamins. Who does that?
Right.
You know, like 2 weeks before your treatment, you're going to do this all natural stuff. And I'm like, wow, this is great.
Oh,
so
good.
it makes me feel even better.
Oh, good.
And then I remember getting out of there with all my prescriptions, right? And antibiotics was there. And we don't see that every time you go under the knife in USA.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know because I have 3 kids. I know. I've been there a couple of times.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
That's good.
And the staff, they're so nice.
Yeah. Right?
They're so
I know.
nice.
Everyone there, they're comforting. They give you a little foot rub, you know,
I
like
think,
whatever.
Like, they probably love their job. That's how do you feel, like when you love your job, right?
And they really are like a family. Yeah.
Yes. No, yeah. And I was not nervous at all.
Wow.
Yeah. And everything come out great.
And like, but those weeks leading up to it, because were you in a panic when you had like the lumps? Like were you just like knew that it was going to be okay?
I try everything. You know, I'm the queen of Morpheus. I try Morpheus on myself to melt it. Like people are terrifying that Morpheus melt the fat. And this and that. Trust me, I know the settings to melt the fat. I zap it in my face and it didn't work.
Didn't do it. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't do it. And I try like other devices. We even thinking about like maybe inject a filler to explode the fat cells. And I'm like, you know what? No. Let me just, cut this out with somebody that I can trust. Because we see people with crazy stuff in their face every day, right? In my office. And I knew that I was not going to go to anybody to do that because, look proper. That's and like the way my face look and heal, it's very important for me in my career.
Right.
So I say, you know what? I'm ready. I'm just going to do this and take 2 weeks off.
Right.
Do it.
Yes.
Guess what? I was at work the next day.
Really?
That's how good I felt.
Wow. Yeah. Even though you were bruised.
I was bruised, but for my field,
still beautiful bruise.
For my field, I guess people don't care. They go over there to get stuff done, so they kind of understand. Like, oh, what happened to you? I got surgery done yesterday. Yeah. Oh, it's okay. Oh, fine. Are you feeling okay? Yeah. Right. And my husband was like, you shouldn't be resting. And I say, I can't stay still. Like,
Right.
this is fine. I'm not feeling anything.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I know, because you
Yeah.
look, so I was going to ask, because I'm like, I know it is weird when you're walking around with all this bruise.
Yeah, I was not like
I think in New Jersey,
physically-
people just know. It's like just normal.
It's normal. And like I was not physically like delivering services straight to the patients, but I was
Right,
there.
right,
I was doing
yeah.
paperwork. I was in the front of the desk, like
Right.
taking phone calls. I was
Yeah.
doing something.
Yeah. No, and I saw you documenting every day with like the bruises and like, I mean, I am
Yes,
someone.
I did post
yes,
it.
Right.
I did
yes,
post it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And like, I'm someone too, like, because he did my upper lids and I was very bruised. But it's like, not everyone is, but you also looked kind of like pretty bruised, right?
Yes,
Like-
yes. I have a dysfunction and my iodine level is always so high, so I bruise very easily. And for
Okay.
me, the bruise is very difficult to go away.
Right.
So maybe that's why I look so injured.
Right.
But I was feeling fine.
Right. But no, they still looked pretty, but you just, had some different
Yes.
colors, some rainbows in you.
Yes. But after everything went away, I was like completely happy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, no, and I'm looking, like, I really, like, I don't see any, like, there are no scars, right? Like,
you can see it now.
I mean, I can't believe, because you had 2 things done to your lower lids, right? And then, but what did your, was your husband, like, worried when you were all bruised? Like, was he like, oh my God?
To say I come back home and I have my wife cut in pieces.
Yeah. Right? And
You
it's
know,
like,
I think
right.
he's accustomed after the tummy tuck. Nothing else carries him.
Right, yeah, because that's major. And like this
Yes,
one,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
But no, and I mean, like he wasn't at all worried about the result. Like he just had trust.
No,
or,
I guess
okay.
he trusts
Yeah.
Dr. Berlet as well.
Yeah.
Like at the hands that we wet. And
Right. And what about your kids? Because I know my kids always are like, that's like a lot for them to see their mom all bruised
I
up.
have something funny to tell you. So I have an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old. Both of them is in a spectrum, right? Autism.
Autism, yeah.
My 8-year-old always sleeps with me.
Uh-huh.
So imagine now, he's like this.
Right.
He's huge and he's in the middle of my bed and I'm like, oh my God, when is this kid's gonna leave?
Right.
Do you believe that he was scared of me? And he finally
So you
left.
finally got a night to yourself.
Yes, I finally got my bed for myself and I finally got my husband back after
Right.
8 years. I was not even accustomed to have him in a bed anymore because he
Right.
was like in China and I'm here in America.
Right.
I was like,
He
oh,
travels a
maybe-
lot. Yeah.
Yeah, but I got my son run away from me because he was scared of the bruises.
'Cause he was afraid.
Yeah, he was afraid of the bruises.
I'm
yeah.
sure it's shocking. But when was your daughter, like she was okay? She's hurt, yeah.
She was checking mommy's boo-boo every day.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and my 13-year-old, she was like, what have you done with your eye?
I
Like,
know.
you don't need anything. What have you done?
I know, but I can say, I mean, the result really to me, I can see, like, because it was just this little tiny, it's like a little subtle, difference, but they look like brighter, like, like bigger
And
actually.
Right now, I think I read off all my Botox and stuff because I
Yes.
think this is addictive.
Right. Yes.
I want Dr. Berlet to check me out again to see if any
Yes.
eyeball lift needs.
Yeah,
or
because with the
anything else.
Botox, he actually
Yeah.
does it so it sort of like will raise your eyebrows a little bit too.
Yeah.
And then I think he might, was he going to do fat again or?
I think
yeah.
he say maybe. He
Okay.
needs to see me and maybe
Right.
we can do another shot of the fat transfer.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think you look stunning. So.
Thank you.
And so, again, you're so brave. You're such a badass. And you let the whole surgery be filmed, right?
Yes.
And so you're totally comfortable with that, being public, like watching that and sharing this, with the world.
Yes, I don't know if it's a culture thing maybe.
A culture?
Yeah, I'm Brazilian, so in a Brazilian culture,
Right.
we have money for 3 things. It's
For three-
important.
okay.
It's very important. For your rent, for the roof that you live, right?
Okay.
The way you dress, and aesthetics.
Aesthetics. I got it.
Yeah.
So is that why all the Brazilians are so beautiful? They're all
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe, yeah. We watch
It's
what
like-
we eat, we exercise, the way we look is very important for us. It's like a culture thing. Like I remember when I was 13 years old, my brother made, they used to wrap plastic around my belly and make me run on a treadmill when I was 13.
Wait, your brother made you?
Yes, all my brothers did.
Really? Wait,
Yeah,
how
they would
many?
take turns, make sure I was doing every day for at least half an hour. Yeah, they say woman can have everything, cannot have a big belly.
Oh, really?
Not in our culture.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh my God. So imagine
Right.
how much pressure. I grew up like this. So I think stuff like that. It's kind of part of my life.
Okay.
So I don't.
And you're totally comfortable. It's
I
just
don't
normal.
cringe
You don't
yeah.
feel like, because
No.
so there's like some people, because Tony has all types of patients. And like
Yes.
a lot of people do not want anyone to know, right? And they want it to all,
Yes.
which again, for me, I'm just someone who's open. So like, I'm totally comfortable, like sharing. I'm like, oh, I'm going for liposuction. And everyone's like, what?
I
You
think in
know?
life, man, you have to see what makes you happy, right?
Yes.
If you're overweight, if you're happy.
Yes.
If you have your hair like completely gray, you're happy.
Right.
You know, if it makes you happy, good. But you know,
Right.
I am completely
Transparent.
Okay, going back.
Right.
I am completely transparent about it, right?
Right.
I had 3 kids.
Yeah.
I'm 43 years old, but I don't like to look
You
older.
look like in your 20s. Yeah.
I like to have energy. I like to, you know, feel
Yeah.
young and look young. Like, it makes me feel good.
Right.
It makes me feel better
Yeah.
to run around my day. I don't know. I like that.
Right. No, I mean,
I love
it's
my
like,
culture, I guess, right?
Yeah, you know, it's. I mean, it's great.
embrace
Like great that you're part of a culture that embraces beauty.
Yes.
And isn't judgy about it, right? And like,
No.
it's like basically, I mean, people like want to know what you did because they want to do it too.
Yes,
You know.
and if I can share, right?
Right.
If I
Yeah.
can help people,
Yes.
some people, they scare.
Right.
And if I can, you know, encourage them.
Yeah.
I say,
Inspire
"Listen,
people,
guys.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
This is like, go ahead, do it. If you
Right.
think it's gonna make you feel better,
Right.
do it. Why not?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times, like, plastic surgery can get a bad name because of bad plastic surgery, you know? And so people, I mean, when someone like that looks like you do is open about it, right?
Yeah.
I think it can open other people's minds to it.
Yes,
Because
of course.
everyone, I think that's a huge fear is bad plastic surgery, you know? And then, and you know, you had like an experience where, the results weren't expected. And like sometimes that can happen. And so, you know, to have the courage, right, to keep going, right? And not only were you fixing that, but then you did more. I was like, you know, because I'm like, I think a lot of people.
We can help
right?
it, like having all this
Yes.
sugar in front of me.
I know.
Sometimes, you know, I just have to eat it.
I know. But like, and again, because I remember like, so I did back in the day Juvederm, and I remember whoever did it, like, because I have just naturally like kind of pouty lips, like I don't actually need to do anything with them.
Mm-hmm.
But the person had extra Juvederm, and they were like, oh, we have some extra, we'll put it in your lips. And I felt it looked awful, you know. And then you're like, it's just the worst thing when you feel like, you know, you've been botched, or like, you know, that something has gone wrong, and then you're embarrassed that then you look like plastic.
You know, we just
Yeah.
made a video the other day in our office about that. That's why it's important for you to choose the right surgeon to do your surgery. That's why it's important for you to choose the right injector to do your injectables, because when you say the name Juvederm,
Right.
Juvederm is the brand, right? They have several
right of the
types
fillers.
of syringes that's for like different parts of your face. If you don't know that, you go into some place and they're gonna inject maybe the syringe that's supposed to go in your cheekbone into your lips. That's why sometimes you look at the people, they look like this, right?
Right.
So heavy, so unnatural.
Yes.
That was the wrong filler infused in there.
Right.
Maybe they didn't have it,
Right.
Maybe they didn't carry it, because those things are expensive
Yes.
to carry around, and
So they just use whatever they have.
whatever they have, you know, sometimes that's important for you to choose the place that you go. They have everything that they offer,
Right.
or they just like, you know, make the best of what they can.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and then some people overdo it too. I don't know if they have like an illness where
Yes.
like you're like, why are you putting more? Like it just doesn't look good. Like the filler, when they do it like in the wrong way and overdo it, especially the lips, like some people like that have that duck lip thing, that I think that's really what hurts plastic surgery.
My lips is natural big. I don't feel my lips. I do Skin Vive, which is just like for hydration.
Okay.
It's a hydration. It belongs to Juvederm, right? But it's just like a hydration thing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And you know, Tony does this thing that I talk about where when he does a facelift on people, he takes it. Do you know this thing called the smaz?
No.
So my friend explained it. He had done a facelift, and she was like, and then after the surgery, he took this worm-like thing and like put it in my lip, which I was like, ew.
Oh my God.
But that's, if you look now at his patients, it's very natural, and it just is, and he does this lip. I haven't had that done yet, but I'm like, but there is like other alternatives to filler, but this is just something that goes in conjunction with the facelift, that he takes like somewhere out and then he threads it through the lips, and it's a natural basically gives them a little more fullness that lasts.
Oh.
It's called SMAS, but it's like when you don't need a facelift. But when actually,
maybe I should talk to him about it. You give me an idea.
Right? No. It's like no, but there's always, I guess it's always evolving, and I think this is sort of new that he started doing that. But it was
somebody told me the other day that we should infuse the sculpture in your scalp, and I'm like,
a what?
To lift? And I'm like, oh, maybe I should talk to Tony about that. Right. Creating a booster of collagen type 1 in my scalp, maybe it helps to lift everything. I don't
Interesting.
know. Yeah,
there's always more.
There's always something new every day. Yeah,
I know, but I think you look amazing.
Thank you.
And really, I'm like, how long has it been? 2 months?
Yeah. I think it's near 2 months.
Okay.
Not 2 months, yeah.
And that's like, you could not tell that you've done anything ever. Yes. So now we have Princess Leilan here, who has a happy ending to her story. And I just want to thank you so much for coming. And you look amazing.
Thank you.
And I'm so proud of you. And I haven't seen the video yet of your surgery, but I'm really looking forward to it.
Me too. Thank you for inviting me.
Of course.
Cheers. Cheers to Dr. Berlet.
Cheers. Thank you for tuning in. I love talking to Leilan and hearing her story. I hope that you remember to subscribe and follow Once Upon a Surgery. And don't forget to comment, ask questions. I'd love to hear other surgeries that you're curious about. I'm curious too. Thanks for tuning in, and see us next time on Once Upon a Surgery.